My mother, I'm on a different time. I'm spitting a different line. My old side of kid, I told her I wish it was rap by rap, but I'm spitting different.
Boy, Don's the guy. Hip hop is real. I'm here with one of my favorite people in this culture, man. You already know the bar guy, the metaphor. Listen, man. You know, I don't always want to bring this up, but it's just the truth. When I started Hip Hop is Real, day one, Danny is the guy who was my first supporter. Before I was even thinking about battle rap, Danny was one of the first people that supported me. So always show love to you, Danny, man. Appreciate you.
I'm the first supporter of Hip Hop is Real.
100%. 100%, man. And I don't even know how you even, yeah, I mean,
how I even got to y'all.
You feel me? So that's love.
But yeah.
Nome Impact, man. You and Miss Hustle.
Fire.
Against Jerry West versus Lou Castro. How do you feel about this battle? How you feel about, you know, the overall feeling of how the people received what you and Miss Hustle brought for us?
Nah, it's crazy because after the battle, the majority of the people was like, yo, we felt that was the battle of the night. I mean, it hadn't, the Rock them hadn't rapped yet.
Yeah, before that, they were saying y'all was the best back and forth.
But as before that one, they was like, and even after that one, people was like, I still had y'all as my personal favorite. A lot of people said that shit.
Fire.
So, including like URL staff members, they were like, yo, y'all shit was our favorite battle. So I'm happy. First of all, shout out to Lou Castro and Jerry West. They put on a magnificent show. Shout out to Miss Hustle because she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal. Danny Myers was Danny Myers. Y'all know how I get out. So I think we all just kind of put our talents on display and we did what we were supposed to do. Now, in terms of the win, I feel like in the building, they won that shit. To me.
Hustle said the same thing when I spoke to him.
Nah, we both keep it real. Like, because they are peoples too. Like, Jerry is EFB and we fuck with Castro.
That's a fact.
So we can say, we feel like in the building, as far as their chemistry and the moments they won it, I feel like if you go bar for bar, I feel like we got it. You know, the second and third. I don't know. It's a good battle. It's like, that's why they was like, yo, it was a dope back and forth. And then even with the people was like, nah, I don't know, because I had them winning 2-0 or they was already up 2-0 or I had them winning 3-0. It still was a dope battle. But either way it go, it's fun. We did our shit. And I think the plan that what we had, I think it worked. It worked. Because the plan was, she's the only woman on the card. So it's like, why minimize her role in our dynamic? So let her run the ship. And if you look at it, Hustle rap way more than me. And it was designed that way. It's like, you're gonna be the shining star of this battle. This is Mrs. Hustle featuring Danny Myers. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a 2-on-2, it's a 50-50 team thing and we're EFB, it was more so, this is your moment, queen. Have this. And she went on and was magnificent.
How was it working?
I'm so happy for her.
How was it working with Miss Hustle? You know, in all honesty, like just kind of like preparing, getting together, and things like that. You being where you're from and her being
and that's
like, how was that for you guys?
Honestly, we didn't even get a chance to, like a lot of the other teams tonight, we didn't get a chance to lock in with each other physically until today or last night.
Damn.
Last night we was able, for the first time, was able to get together physically. So the whole time it was
texting, video,
FaceTime, and even then that was like, you know, my busy life. You know, she had things going on, and we wasn't linking up as often as we should have, and we still was able to, you know, come up with 3 crazy rounds and execute it tonight. So you know, and for one day, technically less than a day prep. Because after the face-offs, that's when we started locking. After the face-off last night, we started like going over it physically, and then the next day in the afternoon. Well, so basically 24 hours.
Gotcha. From Friday. From Friday after the face-off.
6:30 when I got back to my room.
And then by Saturday around 6 o'clock, you guys were on stage.
So we had 24 hours prep, and then sleep in between that. So, yeah, man, less than 24 hours prep, and I think we did good for that, you know. And considering that, like, again, she's way in New York, I'm way in Cali, we can't link up you know, just a bunch of shit was going on. The easy shit was happening this same week. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
far as
definitely,
the controversy and just so my mind distracted on all kind of other shit. And we still made it happen. And the crazy and so what's more amazing to me is the fact that people were calling that their battle of the night or their favorite battle,
Gotcha.
despite how little time that me and her actually.
So imagine if y'all really.
Yeah, like I'm like, damn, like that's dope. So I'm just so happy for Jerry and Lou. You gotta think about this. You know, I'm Danny Myers. I'm established.
What's up, Mr.
Miss?
Myers?
Thank you, sir. How you doing?
Peace, King. Much love. Yes, sir.
So, you know, I'm established. I'm GOAT level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm letting them chill out there, man, but they can't smoke that weed out there, though.
Okay, for sure.
Okay,
I'll let
they
them know.
good. They started at about 5. I gotta kind of.
I got you. We'll get them up. Yeah.
They'll pass that word on to them. But
I'll pass it on.
They got that do whatever. Don't let them smoke.
All right.
Leave folks crazy, man. Police.
Facts. Earlier.
The
me and
staff
Hustle
knows
was up.
you and stuff?
Wow, this how he know me.
Yeah.
Me and Hustle upstairs going over our rounds.
Yeah.
He come upstairs with 2 big ass securities because they heard us going crazy. They
Gotcha.
thought we was in there fighting.
A domestic violence situation.
Yeah, that's what I tweeted. It was him. He the one who brought the securities up there.
Okay,
And that's how
okay.
he
Dope,
met
dope,
me.
dope, dope,
He
dope.
met me from there. I'm like, no, bro, no, we're not fighting. We're practicing. We're rap battlers.
That's
There's
hilarious.
a show going down.
That's
like,
hilarious.
And he's like, wait, because then they looking for bruises and scratches on
Yeah,
me.
they didn't even want to believe you. They said, what
They
kind
didn't want to believe me, right? And so once they realized there wasn't nothing going on, then we got cool. So shout out to him.
That's
but
crazy.
Anyway, yeah. But like I was saying, I'm you know, me and Hustle, our legacies are cemented, right? But for Lou and Jerry to have their shining moment, for these talented men to go in there and do what they did versus two legends was dope. And I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for Miss Hustle. Because her being the only woman on the card and shine the way that she did tonight.
Facts.
That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a dope ass battle. To me. I didn't, you know what's the crazy part though? I didn't see none of the other battles as of yet.
Even the main event?
No, that's the only one I saw.
Okay.
That's literally the only battle I saw.
Got you.
Yeah, but for the crowd and everybody in the crowd saying that me and Hustle, Jerry and Lou, that's battle of the night. That's an accomplishment. I think it just speaks volumes of our talent and, you know, our professionalism, despite even if circumstances and conditions aren't favorable.
Gotcha.
In terms of us training, like, you know, life
Giving the
happens.
optimal effort to get the most, out of it.
Yeah. It's definitely.
You guys was working under the clock, under the gun.
Under the gun. It wasn't our 100% effort, but for us to still go in there and have battle tonight, or one of the top battles.
Shows how
tonight,
dangerous I could really be.
We're it's dope.
Now,
I'm
as far as
happy.
chemistry, how was
Yeah.
it being up on that stage with her and just kind of like feeding off her energy and likewise?
No, I knew that. I knew when they even called me to team up with her. I knew the chemistry was already gonna be there. I knew
Dope.
because she's aggressive. She's energized. You know, and then you know me. I'm that dynamic was gonna work. I knew that was gonna work. Even people was like, how's Danny and Hustle gonna work? I'm like, how do you not see it not working? I was more confused. Like, how do you not see us working together? We work great up there.
Coming up with your material, who was the lead? Oh, you said
Hustle.
Okay.
Hustle.
Did you-
And it's crazy because my man Capo had put out the little tweet like, "Oh, Danny writes all Hustle shit," and then Hustle actually wrote the majority of the parts.
That's crazy.
Like, you, Danny, you gonna do this? I'm gonna do this. Like, she was directing everything, all even down
Fire.
to the fucking outfits we wore.
That's
I let
crazy.
her take control on this whole thing. You know, I of course had my input on this and this and this and bars here. You gonna do this? I'm gonna do that. But for the most part, she held this one down. I give her all the credit.
Fire.
Yeah, I give her the credit. Good
You
shit.
said you did get a chance to see the main event.
Yeah. That. Whew.
Man, every
Wow.
fucking gun titles
Oh my God.
versus gun orthodox.
And it's crazy because I seen people tweeting like, you know, Diddy and Twerk's first rounds were like one of the greatest rounds they ever saw. Like in terms of,
I felt that way though.
Bar after bar.
I felt that way, Danny.
I'm sitting here like, but we all expected that, and it actually met expectations, if not exceeded them. Them men went on the beach. Like Rocky and Apollo was training on the beach.
Facts.
They went on the damn beach and put together something magnificent. And then when you hear Geechee and Rock's third, all we needed was just like them seconds. Like if their second rounds or one of them second rounds would have been like that third or that first, then we get like an all-time classic battle. I think this was a very, very good battle.
Facts.
To be honest. You could tell there was a noticeable drop-off from Nitty and Twerk first. Their second was still dope too. Because that's when they did the BC
that
shit.
shit was crazy.
So yeah, that was crazy. And then it was electrifying.
I'm not gonna lie.
But in terms of back to back, it was a slight drop-off from the first.
That first was like if 10's the highest, it was like over a 10.
Yeah.
And then their second was like a 9.5 still. Like they still
was
kept
crazy.
the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotti, we talking about you now. Parallel Universe just walked you into the building. We talking about y'all third round, bro, versus they first round.
Yeah, that was one of those. That's it's one of them. It's a wild one.
Cause if y'all don't have that third, it's good night. Yeah, you already know what time it is. It's good night. If y'all don't got that third, boy, that was a cold battle.
That's what it was about.
Cold battle.
Knockout third. That was like one of them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when you
that 12-round haymaker, like just put him out of nowhere. He been whooping you all fight.
When you down on the scorecard,
just caught him with a little overhand. Bam, smack him. He go out. Stupid.
I think we think about the first and the third so much, but like for me, like I said, I was standing right in front. I felt like every round back and forth, from down to the second all the way to the third. I'm like, yo, from each side was like retarded.
Yes.
I feel like when we go back to watch it back, it's like, yo, now the second was crazy. It's just the first was so ridiculous, and the third was so ridiculous. It's like you don't think about how crazy them other rounds was.
Right, that's what I'm saying, because they set that bar so high that it's not even feasible that their second or third is going to either be the same or exceed that. It's like that's not even realistic. Like them men put that, and people was like, "Damn, how long is this first round?" Like, these niggas is still going. I was like, "See, that forget it. Even if it was for 3:30 of the contract, 3:30, 4 minutes max. Man, them men
do your thing.
Just rap. We ain't care.
This is a canvas. Paint. Period.
Like, if you run out of paper, we got more paper for
Facts.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. It was like, yeah.
So it's like, for them to put that effort into that first round shows how much they cared about being great and they cared about meeting the expectations of the people. When you announce Nitty versus Twerk, the whole internet started blowing up like, oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. Gun Orthodox, Twerk's energy and bars, and Nitty's just alien brain. You mix that together, you bound to get absolutely just ridiculousness, right? And they did that.
It was that.
To me, though, to be honest, I did have Nitty and Twerk winning this battle. I had them winning the first two
and
rounds.
Second, yeah.
I had them winning the first and second.
Listen, I'm not mad at that. That's how
and
I felt as well.
said, yo, do we have to have a knockout third? But it damn near did, but it didn't.
Because their third,
they buckled them. Yeah. They buckled.
No. It was definitely a good. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, all right, Rock and Geechee got this one.
If y'all would have had
they had to do that.
No,
though.
I told him that.
Geechee rebuttal in that third. I think Ored just said it. Ored said, yo, Geechee. He shook his hand and said, "You're officially one of the top rebuttals in the game. Period.
Easy.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like because that third, for him to be able to have that much,
because he
freestyle,
he was like 5-6 rebuttals,
like
it was like at least 4 to 5.
Yo,
and they was all crazy.
It's like a whole 30 seconds a minute of rapping. Before they even get into their material.
Got right into it, man. That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then he lets Rock go berserk. Then he goes berserk. So it was like one of those.
Rock went
Yeah, he went crazy.
crazy.
Went crazy, right?
And the crazy part is Geechee had to like match what Rock was doing, but then
I agree.
he went crazy.
He went crazy.
So
He went crazy.
can you? Let me ask you this: between those rounds, Nitty and Twerk's first, and Geechee and Rock's third. Which was the better round?
Nah, I gotta go with like, just for me, I gotta go with Nitty and Twerk, because I feel like the level of creativity that these guys put on,
That
first
they
from
went
coming
to.
out with the alien suit, the humor, I just felt like, yo, they really did a lot.
They really
in the
put-
length of that round,
Yeah.
for it to be so masterfully put together.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like,
You're
that was
right.
to me one of the best rounds, like I said, I've ever heard.
A lot of man, people was tweeting me that, people was telling me that in the building. That probably might have been one of the best rounds ever.
Nah, they really cooked on
But
it.
it's like, what do you expect? It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, and that's what's amazing is
Man.
that because sometimes there's high expectations on things and you don't meet those expectations. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought that was gonna, I thought that was gonna be better than what it was, and no. We had the bar set up here for them as fans. We had the bar up here, and then they said, "Fuck that, we finna, nigga, this where we going with the," you know what I'm saying?
Got
We
you. Yeah,
going up here.
no, to the upper
Like,
room, man.
So it was like, salute to all four.
That's
of them.
upstairs. That's what you call going upstairs when daylight and all these guys talk
Upstairs.
about
They went
upstairs.
to outer space.
Yeah, outer
He
space.
came with
Yeah,
an alien
no. Yeah, they went to the next galaxy.
Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
You know, so salute to all four of those men putting on the
Amazing.
show.
I enjoyed that shit. That was,
Of
oh
course,
my God.
again, I didn't see no other battle.
Got you.
I mean, of course,
I'm not gonna
outside
lie.
of my own, and there's
Just like from, I ain't gonna lie, DNA and
I was
and
hearing
John
thunderous
John.
roars from the
Oh
under.
my God, these guys, like, as far as guys who really like chemistry, DNA and John
John
and
John.
also T-Top and Swamp.
Oh, how they do?
Oh my God, they were amazing.
I heard
They
was
were
amazing.
amazing. Salute to Fonz and Ab, but these guys, their
Damn,
charisma.
to me, that's
I'm telling you,
that's
boy.
an upset win.
Okay,
'Cause
okay.
I predicted T-Top and Av to win that battle.
I mean, you mean Fonz and Ab?
I mean, yeah, I said T-Top. Yeah, Fonz and Av. I had Fonz and Av winning.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
I said, nah,
Listen, they did very good.
they did good.
But I'm telling you, these guys, it's like, you know what it is? You could tell who really sat with each other. Who really was spending time with each other.
You know, see, and that
Like,
makes a big difference.
I'm
in
telling
2-on-2s.
you, like, it was definitely
That
that.
does make a big difference in 2-on-2. Like, if you can physically be there with your
But Nitty
teammate,
and Twerk,
yeah, just
you
link
could tell
up
they was on the beach. T-Top and Swamp, they was at each other's houses, going from North Carolina to South Carolina.
That's the level of
was
dedication you gotta have.
John and DNA. Like, these were guys, when I'm speaking to them, we wrote every line together.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's a different dynamic.
We
'cause
wrote
now,
every line together.
when you're sitting there, you can really just brainstorm and just feed off of each other.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, I'm down right here, as opposed to you waking up and checking your phone. Here go like a passage of bars that they text.
Exactly.
You, and then you text them back some bars, and then y'all get.
And then y'all meeting on the day of,
Then you meet on
before,
the day of and try to put all that together.
Like,
it's definitely it showed.
and it showed.
It'll show.
It showed.
It'll show.
I
It'll
agree
show.
100%. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean that it is what it is. That's with a 2-on-2. It's hard. I would say it's difficult because we all are so like everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
we're in the Midwest,
Yeah.
East Coast, South, West Coast, and so I think in the realm of 2-on-2s, maybe the next time they do it, they probably should only match up people that are feasibly close.
Who could
together.
really
that way
come
you
together.
Can probably get the best out of
I ain't gonna front.
every team.
Yeah.
It might be some odd matchups, but I mean, if you got two people in New York, you can match up two people in New York.
Yeah.
You got two in Chicago, match
Yeah.
them up. Two in the West Coast, match them up. And it's so much easier as opposed to, I'm going to match up somebody way
Yeah.
on the East Coast with somebody way on the West Coast. It's like, nah, man.
Yeah, no, I think that level, it creates another different level of chemistry, and you could tell You could tell their material just flows so amazingly well together. So yeah.
Well, I mean, DNA and John were supposed. I didn't see it, but everybody told me that they clearly won.
They were the only 3-0 chant tonight.
Wow.
3-0-3, and these guys didn't even rap their third. It was at the end of John and DNA's third, and Clair Soul and Fuzz didn't even rap their third yet, and the crowd was yelling 3-0. Yeah, it was one of them type of.
But DNA and John were supposed to win.
Listen, PG Killers.
Yeah, and they proved it again. Like these new niggas.
And salute to Soul and Fuzz, man.
Wait, somebody else been calling out John. I don't know. It might be my man Hansel. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about as far? Oh yeah.
The rookie guys.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stay. Listen, man.
Yeah, DNA and John, they do
them
this.
Alone.
Yeah. They're masters at.
I take that back because you're new in the game and you were rookie. You won't wreck. Like
those are the guys who's gonna test you the best.
Yeah, they gonna go at you. They ain't playing with you. They trying to get you out of here.
Just know though. You have to, I don't know about just bringing your best. Because it's like, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, until you get there type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are all great. Have we seen the top 6 of the new, like, they're all great. But what do you do when these guys have done it so much? They've been there.
The experience just shows.
You feel me? Like,
experience is going to win every time.
DNA is a master at this. John's a master at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like.
You're not good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
These are masters of the craft.
One thing that DNA and John said to me was, you know, if I'm battling like one of my peers as far as like a legend status, it's like, okay, losing to you is like, or you just having that battle, I could live with that, however it goes. But to be battling a new guy, they put that extra oomph and making sure they win. Cause it's like I can't just lose to you, dog.
Where's the battles at, man? Let me see if I got the battle.
Well, you know the app. Hopefully they drop it on the app real soon.
Let me look for these dudes.
You know what I'm saying? And also, I think if you bought it on caffeine, you can rewatch it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I didn't buy it, but I mean, I was there. But I'm just saying.
But again, man, I really enjoyed myself this weekend, Danny.
What's the next thing? What's coming up? What, Summer Madness or something?
Summer Madness and all that, Danny. I gotta ask this and just address it real quick, man. You've dealt with some controversy. People kind of.
I addressed it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see a lot of people, you know, acting like, yo, now I can't trust Danny or or trying to throw all of that stuff and you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said never confuse battle rap with real life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A decision that I made that I felt was best for my career has no bearing on the mark of my character.
Okay.
You can't take me not doing a battle as Danny's a snake dude or Danny's he's a dishonorable man. Because people say, oh, nah, you know, the integrity, if you signed a contract to do something, then you definitely should honor that. I definitely believe that. But at the same time, contracts do get broken a lot, all the time, actually. And in this particular situation, it was, I think it was just like a no-brainer.
Gotcha.
It was a no-brainer for me. I was just in the middle of something that didn't have nothing to do with me. And people are, just the peculiar timing of it.
Yeah.
It was, it's Thursday, it's 2 days before.
Yeah, they said you should have just backed out with everybody else and
because all the way up until that Thursday, I still had every intention of doing the battle. I wrote the bars, got my 3 rounds right now still for Rosenberg Raw. And so I was like, nah, I'm gonna do the battle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, cause honestly, I didn't think it was even that serious or that deep about the ongoing back and forth between those two entities.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping on me. But again, I think once I was announced again on the card versus Rosenberg, it was like, oh shit, this shit heating up. And so, yeah, it was just like, is this some business shit? I mean, that's really actually what it boiled down to. In the end, you could say it was like, oh, that was fucked up, where that's a snake move or whatever. But I didn't steal nobody's money. Easy has his pot.
Yeah, no, I heard his live where he actually said you sent back his deposit and you sent back his flight money, everything else so whatever else.
His flights. I sent the deposit, a couple extra dollars too, and I didn't announce that. You know.
Yeah, no, Easy announced it on his live.
I didn't know. Well, that's fine. He can do that, but I was never going to.
Gotcha.
You don't need to. I didn't have to because it's like that's between me and Easy.
Got you.
I don't have to like pay somebody their deposit back and then get on Twitter and say, "Hey, everybody, I just sent Easy his money back." Like that's not y'all fucking business.
Got you.
Y'all know I ain't like that.
Did this situation, as far as you put a strain between your relationship with Easy and even situation with you and URL as well? Like, did it kind of like make our relationships on both ends a little bit harder? The fact that they kind of gave you like an ultimatum and you weren't, you know, like you had to kind of go against your word and things of that nature?
I think at the end of the day, I would like to think that, you know, with an 11-year relationship with URL, you know, sometimes it's a little bit deeper than business. Like but at the end of the day, it's business.
Got you.
If you feel like, yeah, these my bros, we like family, we work together, it's a family vibe. Business is still the bottom line at the end of the day. At the end of the day.
I agree.
So, as far as me and Easy's relationship, that I strain a friendship. I mean, me and Easy was super cordial, super cool with each other. I didn't grow up with him in Philly. He didn't grow up with me in LA. We didn't come from the sandbox together. But when we met through URL from our battle, it was cool ever since then.